Okay, so this is probably just a rant that's just helped me calm down. I am a senior in high school in Georgia. And any of you who know where linear tech is, anybody who wants to do enrollment and you're homeschooled, don't go to linear tech unless you're in an accredited homeschool program. My mother is a licensed teacher who's also been a nurse. And even though she has her teaching license and she's teaching me, they're telling me I'm not in an accredited high school program. So, the only way I could go to school was if I got a HOPE grant. Well, I applied, I got accepted, and I was told that I would not qualify for financial aid because I'm not in an accredited homeschool program, which is completely and utterly stupid. Well, 2 weeks later, I got a letter in the mail saying you get $932 and some change. And that letter actually, this letter right here, just this letter right here, see, $938 and some change for 3 semesters. Well, it turns out it got sent even though I wasn't supposed to get it. But I'm not going to get it. So, me wanting to go into criminal justice, I'm going to do a little bit of investigating and then I'm going to make another video to put on YouTube. Because this is completely and utterly stupid and retarded. And it really makes me mad that being a homeschooled student, you can't hardly get anywhere anymore. Schools want to teach you the way that they want to teach you. They want to take God out of the picture. They want to take complete education out of the picture. Honestly, in my own opinion, homeschooling is one of the best ways you can learn because it divides you from everybody else. Most kids are in public schools, and yeah, they get to see their friends every day and everything, but they're not focused on their studies as much as they could be. At least most of them aren't. I mean, yeah, there are these kids that get called geeks and dorks and bookworms, and I mean, I was never one of those when I was in public school, and I'm really glad my grades dropped and I got pulled out. Because homeschooling, I can focus better. Even though my mom's learning with me on on things like algebra, but I also get more education in my religion. So I'm growing my faith at the same time I'm learning. And one of the things I really wanted to do was go to linear tech, and I wanted to go into criminal justice because I want to become an FBI agent. But I could have gotten at least half a year in, just going my senior year of high school. But I can't do it and be able to afford it until I get my GED, which is at the end of this year, possibly the end of the school year. Granted, if I get it in like December or January, I won't be done with high school, but I'll be able to go into college. I'll still have a little bit more to do, And yeah, a lot of times it gets really hard, but if you stick with it and you believe in it and you set your mind to it and it becomes something you want to do. Honestly, I was in complete dismay and I did not at all. I could not believe that they had done this. I mean, the government and everybody else is completely against homeschool children. Because a lot of the children who are becoming homeschooled are from strong religious families, families that do not believe in the educational system, and families who can actually more than likely teach their children a lot better than public schools can. I mean, just looking at the curriculum in these books, I mean, a lot of the books you can get for homeschool, they're not as good as the public school books and everything. But I mean, you can get textbooks and you can go online and look up information. You just gotta make sure it's a trusted website and there's no gimmicks or hassles or anything. I also do some free Hillsdale College classes, and I really like it because Hillsdale incorporates religion with history and science, and it's really fun for me to watch these lectures and take my notes because, I mean, some of them are boring, but I mean, others are like, I didn't know this. Or you'll be sitting there and you'll be like, I know all this, why am I watching this? And then they'll say something you completely had no idea about. And it becomes like, oh, I learned something else today. And you get all excited because it's like, I'm becoming smarter. I'm actually gonna go somewhere and be able to do something and have a good conversation. It's like being around 3 people who have read the same book and you haven't. And you try and talk about it and say things about it that you have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, like, what was the book's name? Shoot. Jane Eyre. I read like the little thin version for little kids. But my mom had actually made it a school assignment to read the big version, like the really detailed version of it. And I got really lazy when I was reading it, and I went on sparknotes.com, which is not the best thing to do, especially when your mom has a SparkNotes book. And I printed off the outlines because I was supposed to write an outline that goes with it. And yeah, that completely and utterly failed. But I really do regret that. And I ended up having to reread it, which I liked. I actually ended up liking it. So, but yeah, this is really just a rant about how utterly stupid the government can be, and the educational system, mostly the educational system. They're trying to cut out everything, and the country's going to go downhill. We're going to be our own downfall. It's not going to be because of North Korea or South Korea or China or Japan. We're destroying ourselves. We really are. I mean, I could sit in front of somebody and they could talk to me about the political systems and everything, and just by what I've studied, I can actually have an educational conversation, and I really, really like it. So that's my rant. Sorry if you watched it and you didn't like it.